MMA Underground with the Yankee and the Brick. And while you usually see me and Canadian over here, you will notice we got Jay and the one and only head honcho himself, FireChicken.
FireChicken.
I was gonna say Steve, but you know, I didn't know.
I don't shoot webs.
I got the first question, man. How's the gym going? Because that excited me, and I don't even live by you.
Okay, the gym. Man, it's man, I really want to get this thing going and everything, but it's like I got to get the business license, and it's just I got to meet with somebody and talk about some different things regarding the business license, and then you have to have like an operating permit for the town, and then you got to have insurance. Now, none of this is like that big of a deal. It's just I just have to do it. We've been meeting up at the gym. Buddy came out once. We're probably gonna have an open gym Saturday. We might do it a little earlier this time though, because I got that fight coming up and I got to get ready. We'll talk about that later. But the gym, actually, I posted in a public group today for Bremerton, which is the town that the gym is in, just gauging interest and asking people, hey, what do you guys think about me opening a martial arts gym? Immediately, everybody's like, it was a bunch of women on there that were like, my wife and my husband and my kids. So, I mean, we had already discussed having kids classes, but it sounds like it might be a really popular thing. And we already have the pool from the scrapyard to pull from. And I can't wait, but it's I am taking my time on it.
Oh, heck yeah, you gotta do it right? Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't really have like a name 100% picked out, but
I told you it's the chicken coop.
The chicken coop will be like if I get a cage. That'll be
yeah. Hey man, have you fought in the chicken coop yet? No, man. That'd be funny. Hell yeah. Now, it's crazy because like we're talking about you having your gym. One of the questions I had was because you edit your own fights, you do a lot of the stuff yourself for your channel, for the group, everything. Do you feel like you ever miss being able to see some of Saturday night MMA or boxing fights or some of those huge events because you're busy having your hands full with the group?
Actually, not really. There are some fights that I like to see and everything, but I'll tell you this: like I enjoy editing and being part of this whole thing so much that it's okay. You know, you got to sacrifice time in certain places. So it's pretty much work, family, scrapyard, and that's pretty much it. I make a little bit of time for doing other stuff like fixing something on my car or fixing something on the house, but.
Thank you.
Before we go on to the next question, I got to tell you, buddy, happy birthday, my man.
Yeah. Thank you. 29 years young. Last year in my 20s. Gonna cause some trouble.
Here.
I gotta get ready before I shave everything but the stash for the dirty 30.
So do you have fun at the event this weekend?
You said what?
Did you say you're taking everything but the stash?
Yeah, I might have to.
Whoa.
You're
gonna look like you're in a 70s porn.
Right? I'm gonna switch my fight name to John Raramy.
Hey, don't tempt me. I can change things in the editing.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys enjoy the event this weekend, man? How was the event?
I'm okay. Buddy, what did you think of the event? Let's ask you that one first.
Nah, that's perfect because I actually had a question about the event for you too. So I personally thought the event was insane. It was great. Like obviously lots of good energy. We're like a family, so there's never have to worry about anything bad. But the way the vibe, the energy was, it's not a lot to testosterone in a bad way, but it was pumping. It was jumping, and it was just every fight was phenomenal. It just kept hyping everyone up more. You could feel everyone wanting to start to prove themselves. And it was just like, no one trying to be egotistical or anything, but then all of a sudden, everyone's like, hey, I'm going to put on a show. And that's why I was going to ask Steve, having an event with a lot of fights. There was a lot of fights. I loved it. How do you feel knowing that more than half of them? Because I don't want to give away what is and what is not. Over half of them were finishes. How do you feel having an event with like that?
Oh, I love it because it makes editing easier. I like editing, but I also like editing shorter fights. Yeah, hold on a second. Can you mute me for a second? Hold on.
I do that too on some of those days when I'm watching my kids. I'll sit there and if they're being loud, I'll mute it real quick. Turn back. So, are you frozen too? Is that me?
No. He got kicked out like for some reason, so we'll see what's going on. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. I was just my brain was working technically, and there he is.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, sorry about that.
Sorry,
I hit
guys.
the wrong button. Yeah. Anyway, we were talking about the event there, and buddy, I got to agree. The vibe, just everything in general, everything went great. You know, I made that gripe video yesterday, but really that was critiquing things that needed to be addressed, issues. And I mean, I 100% stand by what I said, but you know, don't take away the fact that the event was possibly our best event so far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the hard part's going to be trying to figure out like what fight I'm going to do next because they're all good.
Right? It's like you could really just feel the whole place elevate after every fight, every single one. Just you could feel that people are ready. Am I next? Can I be next? They're ready to go. Looking at the board. All right. Don't warm up too much. I don't want to be ready. I want to be worn out. So, yeah, that was.
Did you release the Terrifier fight yet?
Yeah, I released it. Well, one of them.
Okay, no, like I saw the knockout like right after it happened, but I didn't know if you released it onto YouTube for the like streaming of everybody.
Yeah, so I released it yesterday.
Okay.
And I released the Hitman versus Cerro.
Yeah, Cerro. Okay, yeah.
Who fought twice. He fought the Boar, and then Hitman's opponent wasn't there, so we asked some people if they would like to fight, and Cerro said, I'll take a second match. And I released that fight today. So
that was a good shot too. That was I feel like that was Ceto's definitely a good fighter. I want to see him come back out to the yard again. I mean, when someone comes out, they fight twice in a day. I always am like, that's some heart, that's some everything.
Yeah, he almost took a third fight. Almost.
There's only like, isn't there a record where in OG StreetBeefs yard there's only been like 5 or 6 people to ever have 3 fights or more in a day?
Yeah, I think I don't know what the record is, but yeah, man, like I could see he was kind of like feeling it after the second one. He wasn't sure, and that is tough to push your body like that.
Get your head rocked a few times, your brain will just take a minute to adjust. Now, since we're talking about all the work you do and everything else, I'm kind of curious. How is it that you? Hey,
hey, happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Hey, I like the backdrop. Look at that.
Yeah.
I know those guys.
Happy birthday. Hello, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
How you doing?
FireChicken. And hello, Jay. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Yeah. All right, so I'll finish this question, then we'll hit to you guys too. I was curious, you know, with the scrapyard community growing online, obviously it comes with the territory, like a lot of just people talking shit and just starting shit for no reason in the groups on YouTube. Do you have a certain way that you deal with that? Because I mean, obviously some people might take it personal, some people know how to separate it. I'm curious.
Manufactured beef is more cows to breed. That's actually a Wu-Tang quote. I'm just saying that because you got your Wu-Tang shirt on. So I don't like it when people intentionally start drama with other people for just to get a fight. I feel like the little bit of extra that it hypes the fight up, it hurts us more than it helps us. You know, it kind of drives the community apart from each other a little bit, whether it's our branch and another branch or in our branch. We have to enforce rules, and guess who's always the bad guy? It's always me. It don't matter. I'll get in the middle of it, and I'll say something to both people, and now they both hate me, and they won't talk to me, and yeah.
Right. So much Steve. Damn. Fair enough. Now, credit again off Mad Dog. You guys know, I think I told you that you were my Fighters of the Week pick before. Everybody, you guys, Neon Dog, Brick House. I mean, it's crazy. And I've trained with you guys. I trained with you guys. I'm curious. What kind of made you guys start really wanting to get the group to start training harder? In one sense, iron sharpening iron. Because from your first fight to the scrapyard to your most recent fights, it's just a gap. It's not even a step. It's not a little leap. It's a gap, like boom.
I can tell you guys the two things I think that it was for probably both of us.
Super soldier serum. Oh, sorry.
Exactly.
Yes. The first thing was having a fight for the first time. The first time we had our fights, it was like a big wake-up call.
Yeah, we really realized like how much we sucked.
Yeah, pretty much one of those
Yeah.
things. So you got to train way harder.
Yeah.
And then also just training with people who were a lot better than us. That was a big thing as well.
Yeah, that was pretty huge.
So that's what made us really like choose to dedicate time when we took other fights. Dedicate time to actually improving the skills.
Yeah. I mean, I remember specifically, I don't remember. It was just after one of the Street Beefs events, one of the Scrapyard events. It was just like a really good day of fights. And then like seeing that, like watching all of those just really like, I just that like after that, I just had this like, oh man, I really have this motivation to like start training really hard. And then that was, you know, that was the motivation that like led me into my last fight.
You also see how good like the other people have gotten, because there's other people in the scrapyard too whose improvements have been like insane fight to fight. Also, Yusai, we're brothers. A lot of people ask us that. A lot of people don't believe that.
We are 100% blood related.
But yeah, so a combination of those things, I think, is what made us take it more seriously.
Yeah. And also when you have a bunch of other people who like, you know, just want to train and that you meet like at the scrapyard who want to train too, that like gives you motivation to kind of do all that stuff.
I've noticed a significant improvement in your guys' fighting abilities. I mean, it's crazy, you know, like met you guys back when we first started. So it's pretty obvious that you guys have been getting some good training in.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve. Yeah. Thanks for
We appreciate that.
Also,
shout out to OTH. We see you down in the comments. Thanks for happy birthday too. That's why Steve grabbed the hat. If y'all didn't see that, go rewind a little bit. Look at the green hat he had on for a second. Ooh. Now I have a question because I have both you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, Jay, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. It's something that all of us seem to always want to know. How did you two pick your Street Beefs names?
Okay, so mine is pretty normal and pretty simple. I play in a band, and just through touring and like knowing people, they started calling me Karate Gandalf. I don't actually even know why. I've never done karate in my life. They just saw that I trained and stuff and started calling me that. So I just chose to make it my name for this too. His is a little bit different.
My story for my name is really weird because it's I know. It's in my first fight. It was really embarrassing. I had this whole funny intro thing I was going to do, and I totally messed it up. And for some reason, I introduced myself as Tommy when I was supposed to introduce my friend as Tommy Bahama. It was this whole meme that I messed up. And so that was my, I just rolled with it after that. So for my first fight for like a year, that was my name. And then, it was actually Buddy. You essentially came up with the name I have now because we were all joking at the event one time on like what to call me. And for some reason we just came up with the name Mad Dog, but we came up with the joke of spelling it differently every single time.
Great things happen when minds come together.
Yeah. And it honestly ended up working out because the Muay Thai shorts I have literally have a dog on them, like a pit bull on them. So that just worked out perfectly.
I think coming up with that name too, that was the same day that was the catalyst for calling out Darren Till every time.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
that's where calling out Darren Till came from. Was also that day Mad Dog was
Yeah, I had to block that guy. He kept trying to get a hold of me on Messenger, and I was
dude,
like,
he won't
dude,
leave me alone, dude.
Yeah.
And,
He's obsessed. He's a
I'm coming for
stalker.
him.
I want it on you all over YouTube. So I was gonna say, since I have a different perspective here, I live at the scrapyard, and it's evolved. You know, from a dirt ring with ropes and stuff to a cage with turf and boards, shipping container with a huge mural on it, holding all the gear that I painted. I mean, even other merchandise to hold different equipment so people can train. What would something maybe that you would like to see for the future in Scrapyard, Steve and Cardi again off the Mad Dog? What's something you think would be cool that you guys might see in the Scrapyard that you know would be interested in?
oh geez, you guys go first. I got to do some thinking here.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. It could. A lot of people have said stuff about like commentary, setting up some sort of like commentary,
Yeah,
and doing that like even if it isn't on the main thing, like the access thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, early access.
The month to do that, or put it on the GoPro channel or something like that. That could be a really interesting and fun thing to do.
They have to wear a suit every event.
My one thing is, Steve, can you just cut the board that's on the door to the cage in half? So you can see it. Every time I was the door guy, I would be standing in front of the door, and I'd have to be trying to look past the door because it blocks
I
it.
can cut 2 holes in it for you if you want.
Yeah, just eye holes. Yeah.
I'll consider it. I'm reasonable sometimes.
Sometimes.
Eye glory holes.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
Eye
say
hole,
it. That's
glory
why I
hole.
didn't say 1 hole.
I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Just saying what everybody's thinking.
Right.
As far as like my ideas for the scrapyard, I've pretty much done everything that I've kind of wanted to do. Every once in a while something will pique my interest that gives me an idea. And that's kind of how we've ended up where we're at now. Maybe drone footage. I was thinking about doing that, not only for the the alternate angle, but just of the fight, but also in general of the entire event, how kind of everything's going. We've actually added a couple things recently that they might be more subtle or maybe not, but we do live feed now. So live feed is free. It's kind of a crappy angle. It doesn't get everything, but it does give people a way to watch the fights live. And then because we have our premium access members and all that, right after the event, I take the live feed down and I put it on for premium access only. It also makes the fights that I release and edit more exclusive, so people aren't just going back and watching the same fight over and over again on this live feed. The other one was the full events. So I release full events now at the end, not the end of the month. When I put out my last fight that I have recorded from the previous month, then I go into my editor and I put them all in there. And at first it started out like, okay, I'm just going to throw them all together. And then that way people can pull it up on YouTube and they can just sit there and watch like an hour and a half long of these fights, like a pay-per-view event kind of, but with all the editing. But recently I've started adding in like Buddy V's interviews, and kind of I want to start doing like commercials, but have them like scrapyard commercials, like maybe funny stuff, or if somebody like, you guys made a quick commercial or something, I could throw it in there in between a fight, yeah.
At the next event, I'm not gonna do interviews. I'll just go get people to do some commercial bits. Yeah.
There you go.
That's a neat
Yeah.
idea.
What I think would make the scrapyard hit the top ceiling is a fight between Kevin from IT and myself. That's what I think. A boxing match, Kevin
Yeah.
from IT.
Ooh.
And me and him have joked about this before.
Yeah. I would.
We need
I
1 minute rounds, though, we said. 1 minute rounds or we'll both
You
die.
got to do at least 130. Got to do at least 1 minute and 30. We actually have a place where we can facilitate this, believe it or not.
I was like, if you got that 1 minute round, my uncle joined in too. He's like, I need a 1 minute
You need
round
that,
for
like-
alcoholics that are overweight.
You need that seniors division, man. Like put a limit, 40 years old, 1 minute rounds, and we all sign waivers that if we die, it's not your fault.
That's already a thing.
Okay, there you go. So,
But we'll call it the Masters division. I'll be in that division next year. So
I don't know, I was gonna say in between rounds instead of water, you get beer. You're like, hurry. Yeah, that's funny as hell. See, I personally, I was gonna agree with the drone footage, but I was gonna say the drone footage without the humming of the fans or whatever.
well, that's an old drone.
Oh,
That's like an industrial size big drone. I was thinking more of a small one that doesn't make any noise.
okay. Thank you.
Not one that's meant to go, 100 feet up in the air and whatever. Just one that is mid-size. You don't need an operator license for it.
Yeah. Let me see. I had one of these other ones. Oh, I was curious because you have, or for everyone here, do you have a particular season that you prefer for the fights to be in? Because while summertime is cool, I'm a little bit more of a fall guy. Give me some wind, a little bit of rain, maybe, kind of that cool weather, but not as cold as winter. To me, that's like my favorite time to fight. I don't know. What about you, all y'all?
I like summer because I hate being cold.
I know.
So when you're there warming up and then you like take your shirt off or whatever and then you're cold, I hate that feeling. I can't stand it. I like it when it's just hot out already. Body just stays a little warmer.
I mean, being cold sucks, but I think I would prefer that compared to being too hot. But I'm also a fat guy, so I don't like the heat in general.
As a fan, I love the first fights I ever watched were in the dirt, in the ring, the noodles on the rings. Buddy V, you were actually one of the first 3 or 4 fights I ever watched, but the steam coming off of the fighters in the old one or even the new ones, whatever time of year you get, like what's the Pacific Northwest, that mist and that steam. And for a fan, there's nothing like it because you don't see that anywhere else.
Right.
That is cool.
I think what you were seeing originally was the dry dirt. And there's pictures of Buddy V after that fight. And that dirt was just coated on everything. And I think it was like July or I think it was August actually when he fought. So it was primetime summer for the Pacific Northwest. But the other time you saw him fight was in, I think it was like January or February. And that was like 35 degrees out. And that's why you're seeing steam come off people.
Oh, that's cold.
It looks like you're doing super stain. You just really like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the only
Now, I know we're all a huge fan of what?
Oh, I was gonna say the only season that I don't like is winter. The trees are all dead. It's cold. It's raining. But the fight still must go on. I would think the next one would probably be spring because we get a lot of rain in the spring, and it's not quite warm enough yet. The summer or the fall would probably be my third favorite because the leaves are starting to change colors. I'll put pumpkins and stuff around. Not so much the Halloween thing. That was fun, but it was kind of corny a little bit. But summer for sure. Because you got all the trees are all nice and green. The weather's usually good. And that's just when we get more people signing up.
Hell yeah. Now, I'm curious because we all watch Street Beefs. Who's a fighter from another yard you would want to see in the scrapyard?
Beach.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Beach already said he would come out. I just got to find an opponent for him.
Fair enough. All right, we gotta start racking up those MMA wins.
Man, I'd have to think about that a little bit. There was a few people that were signed up. Oh, we got the Neon Dawn walking in.
Jesse's here, Neon Dawn.
But
Neon Dawn.
someone who was signed up who I was looking forward to seeing was what is it, Jimmy Fit? I think his name is.
Oh,
Yeah,
really-
Jimmy Fit.
I like his style a lot. That dude is a ton of fun
Yeah.
to watch, and he's a great body puncher.
He's a cool dude too. I was talking to him, we had him on the show one time. He's just all around pretty funny.
That's cool.
well, the way that Neon Dawn's sitting, it looks like he's really small, and it's like a
very
big
fitting.
microphone.
Yeah,
No, he's actually just 4'2".
yeah, he's actually just tiny.
Stand up. We can barely see you on the camera.
I didn't know you were Oompa Loompa size.
So, yeah, like I would like because I met Beach in Virginia. I think Buddy did too, but
He's a cool guy too, yeah.
I've been a Beach fan for like quite a while. I wanted to get Baby Hulk out here, but he's pro now, so like he can't come out. I mean, unless he did boxing or something, but you know, even that when you have a pro fighter come out and fight a different style they're not pro in, you got to wonder, like, because they're like a professional athlete, right? So how would the NFL feel about, you know, like Russell Wilson going out and doing a boxing match? They wouldn't be too happy about that. What if he got injured? Oh, geez.
Right.
So I think that that's generally frowned upon. But we tried to get fair play out here. We tried.
That would have been fun.
Yeah, he almost made it. But he had to cancel one event, and then he just never made it back.
And yeah, Fair Play and Duval are the two I want to see Jay Gotham fight. Woo!
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm curious because this question I ask every single guest from a certain point. It wasn't every time, but I decided because I enjoy it. Before your fight, what is your hype song or something that you listen to kind of get you in the zone, ready to fight?
Oh man, I usually don't listen to music before we fight.
Yeah.
But we'll train and stuff to Muay Thai music.
Yeah.
Like with more of a purpose than just to listen to it, like to feel the rhythm, to get a feeling for that.
Like,
and then it kind of gets ingrained in your head when you train with it every single time.
Yeah, really kind of gets you into a trance-like state. I wish we could play it at the scrapyard while I'm fighting. That would be that would be optimal.
I got
I don't know if it's royalty free or what.
Yeah, I don't know. I picked up a speaker today.
Oh,
yeah, a big
Nice.
speaker. So keep that in mind, guys. When we do these events, if you stick around afterwards, we might have like a little bit of an after party with some music and stuff. I'm gonna say in a month or two, we're gonna have some people coming up. I can't get into it. I don't want to put out information before it should be out. But there's gonna be some people coming up, and we wanna have a little bit of a get together afterwards.
I'm there. Oh man! See, I think
I fought amateur, so I had my own entrance music when I came out in amateur. I personally don't listen to music before fights. I tend to just be more social and talk to people. I don't really, it's just kind of like now it's not really that big of a deal. Like, oh, okay, we're putting the gloves on, we're getting in there. But
fair enough.
I came out to Eminem Go to Sleep.
Oh.
So it was a very fitting song for the type of style that I fought in, when it was pretty much just take them down, pound them out, or choke them out.
Those old school photos of you too doing MMA are pretty dope. You're just sitting there, just
Yeah,
all ready to go. You got your buzz cut. No, didn't you have a mohawk one of them, or was it always buzz?
The mohawk.
Yeah.
Mohawk, yeah. My first one or two. No, my first one was just shaved head, but my third and fourth fights were mohawks.
Hell yeah. Man, what are my other questions? I had another question. What the hell? Oh, now I am curious about this because I've been itching, and I feel like we're kind of at a point where we could ask both parties. We could let Steve marinate on his answer for a sec. What do you think about your Tiny Tank fight coming up? Huh? You excited? Nervous? Everything in between? Branch leader between branch leader?
It's like a gang fight.
I called him out in a joking manner like quite a while ago, and like I never thought he would actually take it, but I think the pressure. Well, I don't want to say that. I think that he wants to be included in the fighting too, just like I want to be. You know, like if people are coming up, then you obviously want to partake in the action too. And I think it might be because I brought it up before about the match. I think it's also positive for him is that it's giving him more incentive to take his training to the next level. I noticed he's starting to get more serious about it, and nothing like necessity to to start training harder. But I mean, as far as me, I feel like I've got 5-6 years of boxing experience now. I just have to be in shape. That's it. And I learned something from my last fight with Black Panther. I learned it not so much from the fight, but from the fight that happened this weekend with Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't really want to spoil, but I just know that I needed to be more aggressive, and that my last two fights, I was too cautious against A-Train. Right, more rightfully so against him, because he's the type of person that will really make you pay for a mistake, and that payment can turn out to be you getting your ass completely kicked. So I had to be cautious in that fight, and I kind of did that too much in my Black Panther fight.
Well, FireChicken, just between us, what's your game plan against Tiny Tank?
Man, I don't have a game plan, because anything can change at any point, and I feel like I have enough training that I can adapt to anything that he's going to try to do. Preparing for the fight, I'm not going to change anything up. I'm just going to keep training like I normally train. Getting my reaction time down, building my speed, building my power, just cardio, everything. And I've got the knowledge. I just have to have this be ready for it.
See, I think personally that it's a great matchup, not just for the fact that obviously because you guys are branch leaders. No, that's actually the main reason. Is because I feel like with you guys being branch leaders, you kind of have a little more of an eye on you guys. So you take a match, and if you win, someone's like, oh, he just fed himself and he's the opponent. You lose, someone's like, oh, wow, how are you going to be the head of a branch, but you lost the fight in your own yard? And it's just like, no matter what happens, you cannot win. So in this, I feel like it's neutral, leader against leader, cool. So that way no one can try to say any kind of shit at all. So, I mean, I kind of like the idea, personally.
Buddy, you're right there, man. Like, that's why I don't take as many fights as I do, because I'm the guy that runs it. So it's like, well, I'm going to pick my opponent. Like, how's this look this way if I pick an easy opponent or whatever. So I've strayed away from picking opponents, and I try to pick people that are at the either experience level or shape or whatever that I'm in. I called somebody out last event. I don't know if you heard it or not.
I might miss that one.
I called out Black Panther's opponent. Now, let me put this out there. I explained this to Black Panther when I called him out, or when I called him out. I said, it's nothing personal. I still think Black Panther's a great guy. I'm still just as good of like acquaintances as I was with him before, and I really feel like nothing's changed. So that's how it is when I do a fight. I don't have any negative feelings towards anybody going into it or after the fight. it would take like a beef fight for me to really be to do that. And if it's a beef fight, I'm probably putting the MMA gloves on.
Right? Heck yeah. Old fashioned. What do you guys think? You guys excited? Cry get enough Mad Dog to see this fight between FireChicken and Tiny Tank?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
the first I've heard of it. Hell yeah.
I was excited to see it this last event, but you know, things happen.
It's very sad.
Things happen. I am though. It's just like you guys were saying. It's so interesting to have the people who run the branches fighting each other.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting other people. That is a really cool thing.
It does just make things very, very fun, you know.
Yeah. You know what's really cool though is that every branch owner of Street Beefs is a fighter too.
Yeah.
There aren't anybody there's nobody just running branches that isn't a fighter. I mean, Scarface, Nasty Native, Martin and Alex have both got in there and thrown down against each other. So it's like you got to be willing to put the gloves on if you're going to do that.
Oh yeah, I mean, come with the territory. I mean, because how are you someone gonna do all this stuff with fighting, but yet they've never been in a fight? Kind of like, I was like, well, and Dana White was a UFC, but said he's only been beat up. No, just kidding. All right, now here's my next question. I'm excited for everyone's answer. We talked about who you would like to see from another yard come to the scrapyard, but this is a slight variation of this question. If you could have anyone come back to the scrapyard that already has fought but has not came, who would you have? Because I know we've had some good people come through.
Shinigami.
Yeah, okay.
Look, Shinigami, I enjoyed his company. I had some drinks with him. We sparred. He's just he helped referee. He's just a personality. And I think he's a cool guy. You know, I know that there's some going back and forth with some of the people in the group, but I've honestly never had any negative towards Shinigami. I think he's great. But I would like to see him come back. I know there's somebody he wants to fight, and I would like to set that up for him, but I need to have him kind of get a hold of me and be like, hey, I want to come up. Because I don't want to feel like I'm pushing him into it, you know?
This could be recency bias, but I would love to see Hitman come back and fight again. He put on an amazing fight. That was a great fight. And the dude can punch. He's got power in his hands.
Right. You could feel some of those punches in that fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Body shots. They were nasty.
I mentioned something to Hitman actually yesterday. Did you see what gloves he was wearing?
Were they yellow Clados?
Yes. I asked him, I said, have you weighed those gloves yet? And he goes, no, they're 12 ounce. And you guys probably don't know this, but Cleto Reyes gloves notoriously weigh way more than they're advertised. So I got a set, and my 12-ounce gloves weigh 17.6 ounces each.
Oh my god, dude!
That's just right on the scale. That's right on the scale. Weighing them 17.6 pounds. It's crazy. Maybe that factored into stamina.
Yeah, I don't know where I remember hearing this from, but like for glove weights, they only weigh like the padding that they put into the glove, and all the other part of the glove doesn't like get counted. I don't remember where I just heard that somewhere.
They don't count the laces or the straps. But laces are half an ounce roughly, and the strap you're probably going to be about maybe over an ounce a little bit. I don't know exactly what the strap weighs, but yeah, that's the weight before the to secure it. I researched this after I bought my gloves.
Yeah, no. What about you, Mad Dog?
Who? What? What about?
I said, what about you? Who's your fighter coming back?
Oh, I gotta go with Pony Boy, just because
Well.
Oh, well,
Second that I've never seen Pono fight.
crazy.
So a little information there. Him and his brother are coming back.
That'd be interesting.
Wait, what'd you say?
When do they come?
Him and his brother are coming back in July.
Oh, they are.
Awesome.
That's cool. Sweet.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Gash is coming back in July.
Oh.
Karate Gandalf and Mad Dog are signing up to fight in July.
When are you having that event, Steve? What part of July? Is it the last Saturday?
It's the 23rd, I think.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
I get back from tour on the 17th.
Oh yeah, it's after that.
Awesome.
Okay, so you have a week after.
Yeah,
you get back.
we'll fight. We'll fight for sure. Neon Dawn.
Yeah, Jesse.
I'll fight.
You gotta,
yeah. Okay,
you gotta
Jesse's
help.
down.
Hey, when you're on tour, you gotta keep up the cardio.
It's our 2-year anniversary, guys. It's an important one.
Oh yeah, we have to.
Yeah,
fight on
exactly.
that. Yeah. That's
And-
a must.
I want a Muay Thai match.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know if there's any other guys my weight that want to do Muay Thai though, which is kind of sad.
Oh, I'll find somebody down at 7-Eleven.
Okay, yeah.
Who you want, $20? All right, now we got Neon down in the back. I want to hear yours, and then Canadian. The question was, if you could have any fighter who's been in the scrapyard come back and fight again, who would it be? So
Yeah, mine was about the same answer as Mad Dogs, because I've never seen Pono fight. I've never even met Pono. I think that'd be interesting. I just want to see his style, and he's probably a cool guy.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine. But yeah, I can't think of anybody else.
True Grit, that's a good one too. Yeah, all right.
Good one.
See, I want to see what's his name? Running Man. Running Man, his boxing was I wanted to see him get
Who's
even
Running
more
Man?
bold with
It's
it.
John.
He's still around, man.
yeah.
Hey, UC posted a question. That's actually a good point. And I was going to ask you guys, what do you think about this? Does it matter what a glove says for the weight, or does it matter more what the glove weighs? So, like, if we're going to say, hey, you got to have 12-ounce gloves, but I got these gloves that say 10 ounce on them, then is it like, nope, you got to have them say 12? So do you just know that you're putting a heavier glove on and it's a hindrance to yourself? Or do you think it should be like we have like a little scale there and weigh gloves? That's kind of tough because, like I said, I bought those Cleo Reyeses. They're an expensive glove, and I almost wanted to send them back and get 10 ounce because the 10 ounce will probably be 14 ounce.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, Canadian. We bought you enough time. We got to hear your fighter.
Arm and Hammer.
Oh.
Yes, definitely.
No question. Arm and Hammer. Arm and Hammer.
Arm & Hammer, yeah. I
That would
remember
be, that would be a really good one.
Yeah.
I want to see an Arm and Hammer.
You like in the military though?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. But just a walk on, walk off knockout, that'd be fire.
Right.
I'm not doing mess with that. Oh, shit.
He actually just put a
Solo
video-
versus Mad Dog.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Come on, Steve.
Right,
Come
I
on, Steve.
I like Solo too much, man.
Oh.
Yeah. Arm and Hammer made a highlight video of himself recently, which got me thinking like maybe
Oh, he
he's
did?
kind of feeling like he would like to come back. But I've asked him too many times, and I'm not gonna hound people to come back. You know, that's when somebody feels like they're ready, they're gonna get a hold of me.
Yeah.
Oh, I did want to bring up, I have a girl signed up for this month. She's from the East Coast. She's gonna fly over and fight. I need an opponent for her. She is level
What's she
1,
wearing?
150 to 150, 150, 160. She's level 1. She wants to box. Looks like she's in good shape. I think she's 5'9".
Hey, Jesse could put on 20 pounds.
Yo. Chill out.
Ooh,
Yo.
Gumby. That's a good one.
Crazy
Chill out
question.
there.
Equal
Crazy
rights.
question.
Wasn't there a girl trying to box
Yes,
around
I'm sorry.
155 in the scrapyard before, a couple months back?
A niece, but I don't know. Like, Yeah, I don't know. I want to have a couple options just in case.
Yeah, you better say sorry.
If somebody's gonna fly in, I want them to be like, yeah, there you go. That way. I think she's.
Oh man, this must be a hot chat. This is the first time my phone's ever been getting warm. I don't even have a charger. It says getting warm. Woo! I mean, this video is fire.
Is this on YouTube also, or is it just on Facebook?
It's live on YouTube.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was gonna share it, but
For all the fun people watching, thank you for tuning into the video.
yes, sir. You also, I hope you guys said it in the comments. Can everybody wish Buddy V a happy birthday?
Buddy
Did
B,
people wish Buddy B a happy birthday today?
today.
A couple people.
Yeah, in the chat. Yeah,
We did.
birthday in the chat.
Okay, good.
Birthday in the chat. Candles in the chat.
Candles.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
and thank you, Jabberwocky, for saying happy birthday too, because you also posted a question, which I will ask you guys. He said FireChicken. I don't know if you guys watch boxing, but do you have someone specific between Gervonta Davis and Romero in that boxing match?
man, I don't even watch,
I think I
Yeah,
got
no.
Davis.
dude.
Davis is
See, that's
looking
what I'm leaning to. He's
incredible
looking
shape
clean.
right now.
That's who you ask. Right over here. These guys.
Is it really a
Well,
question?
not so much me. I don't know who those are.
Is
I
it
don't know.
really a question? Davis versus Romero Jabberwocky?
I'm saying
Is
Davis.
that
That's how I'm feeling. That's kind of how I'm feeling.
yeah? It's
Davis
Davis.
too
Davis.
It's
Davis.
too much, bro.
Why is that a question, Jabberwocky? Why is that a question? Of course, Davis.
Hey,
Of
you ever,
course.
there's different opinions. What was it like? The fun one I like throwing out. We've had a lot of differences. Is the Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. If they got him up with instead of boxing gloves, 4-ounce MMA gloves, but boxing rules.
Ngannou, no question.
Absolutely, hands down, Fury, and I'll tell you why. It's boxing. It don't matter the gloves. I mean, he's already fast as hell. He's got good head movement. That's if it were an MMA fight, I would say there's no chance for Fury, but it's not. It's you're taking somebody that is the absolute pinnacle of their sport. You're modifying one rule that I don't really feel like would be that much of a difference, in my opinion. Yeah, that's what I think.
Ngannou by round 3 knockout.
Oh, it would end in a knockout either way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Yeah,
disagree with
either
that.
way.
Those
Either way,
guys are
knockout.
going to knock each other out. They're heavyweight. They got weight. They're powerful. But damn, Tyson Fury, what is he, 6'9"?
He's a big boy.
Dude,
I mean, they kind of
How
call
tall
him a
is
Gypsy King for a
Ngannou?
reason.
How tall is Ngannou? Are they about the same size?
no.
I think Ngannou's
He's
6'4",
what, like 5'8"?
6'4", 6'5".
Pretty
short guy.
5'8".
5'8", 5'9".
All right, fair enough. Question: I don't know if y'all saw that. Was there scrap talk tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, there is.
I will be in attendance.
Yeah.
I will be in attendance. There we
So-
go. Scrap talk.
I will not be.
Crap talk.
I have a feeling we're just going to announce some stuff for upcoming that I don't want to talk about tonight because we're saving it. We're going to discuss the event and we're going to have some guests on. Daniel gave me the list of the guests. I talked to a couple other people. So Sarah's going to be on there as a guest. Hitman's opponent, Hitman, will be on there. And I want to say Free Smoke. Which is kind of an interesting thing going on with Free Smoke because so we got two people that want to fight Free Smoke, and that's Crazy Legs and Jabberwocky. But how do I go and say who gets that fight? You know, when both of them want it. Both of them are Scrapyard
Have
fighters.
them fight for it.
That's what I told them, but I didn't get a response. I told Crazy Legs that I said, hey, because he's like talking that he wanted to fight Free Smoke, and I was like, how about you and Jabberwocky fight each other, and the winner gets to fight Free Smoke? I think that's fair. Because
The people should vote. The people should bring that to a vote if that's brought up on the pod. let the people decide, and word is law, ain't it?
No,
Chicky?
I don't think so, because I think our champion should fight their champion. And if the fight that happens this next month is between Crazy Legs and Jabberwocky, and it's a title fight, then the winner of that will be the title holder and will get the free smoke fight.
That
For
makes
having
sense.
the vote.
The champion needs to fight. We need to have a contest to see who will be the winner.
Facts.
I think that'd be pretty killer. I know. Yeah, Free Smoke said he's down to fight both of them. So I think he wanted to fight Crazy Legs a little more. But yeah.
Yeah, I know he'd fight either of them, but I don't know about in the same day.
Oh yeah, oh man, no.
You should give him Crazy Legs first before you feed him to your champion.
We can do a buy one get one free. You take one fight, you buy your plane ticket. The next event, we'll all pitch in and buy your next plane ticket.
Boom.
Just kidding. All right. So
Anybody
what?
Sorry, I was gonna say, anybody signing up for June?
I was gonna come out in July. I was gonna be training this month in June to make sure I'm good to go. So July for sure.
Same.
I won't be here, unfortunately.
I just don't want to.
That's
Oh,
what I'm talking about right there. That man.
That's that mentality you were talking about.
I see somebody else that never said anything.
Oh!
Hey, okay, Alex, me and you are gonna fight.
Yeah, me and Jesse
We'll both
catch
fight.
weight.
I'll fight if he fights.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm fighting in June. That'd give me a. I don't need exactly
Or
one
July.
month, but
You mean July?
All three of us are gonna fight in July.
Yeah.
100%.
So
that's what I meant.
Boom.
So we're gonna we're all just gonna take the next couple months until July to train. So I need to.
And you're all fighting each other in a three-way match?
That'd be let's do it.
If we can.
May's already over.
Dude.
Triple threat ladder match. You
Tag
got
team?
ladders.
Yeah.
Got
We're
tables.
actually going to have a Northwest Pros actually going to do a thing at my place, a hardcore match
Ooh,
coming up.
that would be really cool.
So, I mean, you
I
put chairs
believe
and,
so,
ladders in the
Jab.
cage.
Yeah,
More
TLC match.
More details to come on that.
Fair enough. Yes. Funny enough, I actually got a booth coming in. There's a SOS Professional Wrestling here in Tacoma. They have I bought a booth there, so I'm gonna have a whole stand for Joelle merch right there, and I get to watch all the wrestling matches. There's this big woman who's she's like 6 something, and she's like choke slamming this guy. Wow. Joelle. So heck yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch. I might have to go wear all my scrapyard stuff.
Do it. Northwest Pro's the one out here on the Key Peninsula, but they get around to all the other places too. But they're professional wrestling out at the Civic Center. They do it every once or every other month. So,
Jeez, fair enough. Hell yeah. Well, I think that since we're getting close to the 1 hour mark, that it's about the time. So I want to hear you guys' opinions on this for Buddy V's Fighter of the Day.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
That voice gets me every time.
Now, this fighter right here is phenomenal. I mean, the significant improvement that he has shown is ridiculous. I mean, the things that he's doing as well, just constantly growing inside the cage, outside the cage. I mean, I'm at a loss of words. So my first pick, because I cannot say too many great things about this person, is Buddy V. Nah!
This guy.
I'm the birthday pick. No, but for real, my one today would have to be a guest Steve actually had on my floor was Manu the Great. I think this dude is just killing it. His last fight, he won. Yeah, I think he's undefeated actually. And his MMA is just consistent. I mean, and even some of the fights he's had where he's getting a couple good ones, he's taking a step back. He's not running away. He's recalculating, waiting for every position for a counter to the right, counter to the left. I love the power he has. He goes. And the fact, his last fight, the dude was about to throw up in the cage. He picks homeboy up, runs around, says, not in the cage, let's go, and helping him out the cage. I mean, what? So that's my pick. I don't know if you guys have seen his fights. You want to talk about him for a sec, or?
Yeah, I had him as a guest a couple weeks. I've seen some of his fights. Menace Mike, dude, he's a threat. You know, he's got some ground game, and I feel like having a ground game really benefits you a lot in street beefs because it's kind of like above average, you know. So, but
Heck yeah. Wow, you guys seen his fights or not? Not really.
I've seen his fights. I didn't watch his last fight yet, though. I need to go watch that.
is this new one out?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty
He
sure.
just dropped, yeah. So,
I may have seen his fights. I don't really remember. I don't really pay too much attention to anywhere else besides the scrapyard.
Okay,
I like the loyalty.
Yeah,
it's the same with me, but it's more of a time-based thing. I would love to watch every single Street Beefs fight, but you've got to figure when the main branch is putting out 70, 80 fights a month, we're putting out, 15, 20, and the West Coast is putting out probably 20 to 30 every single month. Dude, where do you find time to watch all that?
Yeah, that's a lot of time to dedicate.
Yeah.
Even on the best of binges, you ain't getting through all that.
Okay, there's a few of them where I'll like look at it and I'll be like, I'll just skip to see who wins.
That's not to disrespect anybody. That's not to say anybody is boring. That's just, I ain't finna watch y'all, play chess for like 4 or 5 minutes, 7. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not being disrespectful. It's just saying that.
Of course, just to make, sensitive ass.
They say that if you see a Street Beefs video that's 3 minutes or less, click on it, and that's kind of right too, because that after the intros and everything, that's like a minute and a half fight, and something's happening.
It's like the whole Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal thing. You have one who's an entertaining fighter and one who's a skillful fighter, but he's skillful, but he's not caring about what the crowd thinks. He's going for the win. So if he has to play chess, if he has to draw it out, you will. Masvidal, he'll jump, leap, do whatever. He'll take a couple crazy, throw himself in there, and have people spilling beer all over each other. I mean, yeah, it's different to have a fight. But it's getting a little later, and since it is a birthday, I got a lot of fun, crazy activities to go through. I have a couple bars to go, so I can go moon a couple people, just do some stupid stuff. But I need some media tags, social media, where I can find any of y'all, anything at all you want to let the viewers know.
Yeah, you can find me on StreetBeefs _Scrapyard, or you can find me FireChicken with 3s instead of E's.
Find me Instagram Crotty Gandalf. Check out my band Extortionist. We're going to be on tour starting June 26th, I believe it is. We'll be out for a month. We're going to be out everywhere. Come catch a show somewhere near you.
I don't really have anything.
How's Dan still gonna find you?
Can you make him an Instagram?
I'll start a Mad Dog Instagram. Okay,
please,
fine. If that's what the people want, then I'll give it to them.
StreetBeefs _Mad Dog.
Yes,
buddy.
All right. I was like Canadian.
Find me at Yeshayahu88 on Instagram. Y'all know me on Facebook. Y'all know me. Y'all know where to find me. Shit.
Right. All right, Neon Dawn, back there.
Hey, let's go.
Where we gonna find you at?
Oh, dude, I ain't got no sort of plugs.
PSN.
Yeah, what's your PSN, Jesse?
My PlayStation Network. Come fight me on UFC 4. But, dude, I have no Twitter or nothing.
That's because you got a girlfriend in every city, I heard. What was that? Olympia, Everett, Redmond.
No,
he's got. Did you just say he's got hoes in different area codes?
Yeah.
Literally.
Why do you think they call him the Neon Dong?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
That's why he's still in the back. He don't want to be identified.
Right. Right out of camera view. Like, yes, and then that's when it all happened.
We were supposed to blur his face.
A quick shout out to OTH, Overtime Hustle Magazine. Go give them a peep. You know what it is. You got the Yankee and the Brit. They have their own page in there because it's a lot of fun. And two Scrapyard favorites. You got Viking Warrior and your old buddy V with their magazine feature. Shout out to the Yankee and the Brick for all their different shows, all that they do, especially for MMA Underground. So we get to have dope ass people like you on here. Ooh, ooh. And shout out to my website, Zwell-world.com. There's a couple things that were released, so you might have to peek that. The Instagram is Zwell_Buddy V, because then you can see stuff from my company and my life, Scrapyard, all sorts of fun stuff going on. Because, you know, I'm at pretty much almost every event. Now that I have a running car that doesn't have any problems, I'm good to go. And, yeah, just having a good time. Remember, Zwell, whatever the fuck you want.
Is that your slogan?
Good show, guys.
Thank you. That was awesome.
That was a good
Wait, is that actually